Hey guys, welcome back. I am super tired. In case you can tell, I feel a little bit swollen. I don't know if it's allergies or what, but yeah. If you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, hi, my name's Steph. I talk about my life living with bipolar every day. I'm doing that in 2020. So if that interests you, please subscribe. So today, you guys, I wanted to talk about, well, first of all, yesterday, if you watched that video and you saw me bite my husband's head off, I would have edited that out if I edit these videos, but I don't, for the purpose of providing like real, honest stuff. So I apologize if you had to see that. I am not a perfect person, and when it's late at night before I go to bed and I'm just trying to do this video and then upload it and get to sleep, sometimes I get cranky and snap at people like many other humans. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about, because Jeff and I were talking about earlier, I was saying I hope Philippe's okay. The gentleman who I call my friend, I think anybody I know is my friend, just FYI. Anyway, I was saying, God, I hope he ends up okay, because he spent about 3 weeks in the hospital, and he is going to end up leaving the hospital, and he's going with family, and he should be fine. But sometimes when you have a mental illness, not sometimes, many times, even though you've received treatment once, twice, 3 times in a hospital, you still have issues. And even many times, if you're on medication, you'll have issues. Like my doctor said, I could have a manic episode at any time. It's unlikely, but it could happen. And there are certain things that could set it off. So today I wanted to kind of talk about that. And like the importance of a treatment plan, like a real treatment plan. So like you can't just, get a diagnosis and they say you're bipolar or schizophrenic or, schizoaffective or whatever, any severe mental illness, severe anxiety, severe PTSD, any of these things. Even you may even want to, for basically any type of anxiety that you're feeling or whatever, I would recommend this. But definitely if you have a severe mental illness, you need to have a really solid treatment plan, and your mental illness needs to be your number one focus in your life. Because if you don't, your life can be destroyed at any moment. A lot of you know that already. But yesterday I kind of touched on the fact that a psychiatrist is basically there to write prescriptions. So it's not, you can't just go to a psychiatrist, get a prescription, and expect to be okay. You have to research your illness. You have to find out as much as you can about it so that you know what to expect, and you know what to watch out for, and you know how to deal with the people around you. And one of the things that I definitely think everybody should be doing while on medication is see a counselor. And I want to say about that, counseling is the same process with medication. It can be a lengthy process. For medication, you start a new medication, you have to see after a couple weeks if it has worked. If it hasn't worked, then you have to try a new medication and wait for a few weeks and see if that works, sometimes longer. But counseling, I went through a few different counselors, and I also had a lot of counselors tell me that they wouldn't help me or that they couldn't help me. And so it was quite a process. I actually got my counselor's name from my psychiatrist. So you guys, if you're having trouble finding a good counselor, ask your psychiatrist. They might be able to give you somebody. She had quite a few she gave me, and one of them was really, really helpful. So I think it's important that you guys all know, you have to be realistic with the likelihood of you getting sick again. there's no, like, you have to really be understanding of the fact that it can be a fatal disease if you're suffering from something like this, especially bipolar type 2 or bipolar type 1. Bipolar type 1, the problem is when we go manic, we put ourselves in situations that can kill us. Like someone was telling me in an email today that he, I don't know if he said he would walk up to drug dealers or something like that and try to shake hands with them. Just dangerous, dangerous people. I put myself in very many dangerous situations. And then bipolar type 2, if you're not managing it well, you can become severely depressed and want to commit suicide. And I think it's really important that people know, like I've said this a bunch and I want to say it over and over again, it's not your fault. It's not your fault if you're not yet on medication and somebody's already told you you need to take medication and you had an episode. You can't blame yourself for that. None of it is your fault. Just from here forward, get treatment and do the best you can. It's important that you know that there is no cure and it's a super faulty medical system. If somebody has a severe manic episode and they are put in a mental hospital, 9 times out of 10, they're just going to be released if they are someone who's refusing treatment, which was me. Was hospitalized several times where they just turned me around after 24 hours because they just didn't even want to bother with me. And then that's kind of pretty much it, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. But I do want to say, somebody said something really powerful in an email to me, which was, it was somebody who also has bipolar 1 and has had some pretty crazy things happen like I have. And he said, how are we not paralyzed or dead or something like that, something else. Because, you know, I was telling him how I was hit by a car and he was telling me all this situation. And the answer that I had is, it's just like luck. It's just luck. We're just really lucky to be here. We haven't fulfilled our purpose yet. And we have to be a voice about this illness so that people don't end up suffering from this stigma by not getting treatment when they need it. So yeah, that's all I got today. I'm super tired. Tomorrow I wanted to talk a little bit more on, like, I want to talk about my experience with disability. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you have a lovely evening and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.